Hello everybody, I hope you're going well. Today I'm just going to analyze the fifth round of my chess tournament in France. Before the game starts, you still probably remember, because I already told this in the third and fourth round, but there are some issues with breathing in the room. So this is the reason why sometimes I'm just losing my mind on the chessboard, but right now, I don't know why, but there were many people in the tournament who were just leaving the tournament because of the same reason as I have. The problem is that I can't breathe and they're just playing badly. And you know, French people, when they're losing, just crying and being stupid and so on. They're just French. We can change it. We can't change it. But okay, in every case, I play with the white pieces against someone who I already know pretty good. My opponent, okay, I will just tell his name. It is David. I really enjoyed this guy because when I was a beginner, we already played a game in a rapid tournament. I played with the black pieces, he played with the white pieces, and I drew him with the black pieces even though I was completely losing. Then we met it when I was, I don't know, probably 1500, he was 1700 fide. We played together and I won against him in a long game, a classical game with the white pieces. I just crushed him with the same opening as I always play. Then we played a third time in another tournament when I was already rated, when I was already titled, and I just crushed him with the black pieces. So today it is actually the fourth time that we are meeting, and I knew that he would prepare. And actually, he's rated, I don't know, 1700, something like this. But okay, there is no problem. I played knight f3, he played knight f6, I played g3, he played d6, c4, d5. Okay, pretty standard ready opening, and the kind of neo-Catalan and so on. Bishop g2, and he took on c4, and I knew he will take on c4. And the reason why I knew it is because last time that we played, and I played with the white pieces, I played the same position, and he probably fought for 15-20 minutes on taking on c4. So I actually knew that he next time, after the analyze of our last game, he would just take on c4. I castled, he played bishop e7 and just took the pawn back. And the position is pretty standard. Actually, I knew that he was going to prepare, so I actually always played knight e5 in order to take back the pawn. I actually never played queen a4 check. I always play queen c2, this, or knight a3. They are the three moves that I'm playing in order to take back the pawn. But I played queen a4 because I knew that he was his preparation, and I know this line better that he is, because this is the preparation that he made for this game, and this is my whole repertoire. So I mean, I know the position. I know this position, but from playing queen c2, queen c4. So I played d4 and I played rook e1 with the idea of playing e4, because in the Catalan and the rate opening, if you have a pawn on d4, bishop on g2, you want to play e4 in order to play e5 and d5, or just d5. He played knight b6, I played queen d3, and the position is pretty standard. There is nothing to talk about. And right now, he was so happy of being prepared. He played actually the engine move that I know. He played knight b d5. He's letting me playing e4 and having a strong center, but for the counterplay of having more developed pieces that I have. And after the move b6, that is a mistake. I am already better. So he prepared, but he prepared a mistake. But it is pretty funny. I mean, this guy is he's even bigger than me. You know, I am 1 meter. Wait, how can I say it in I'm 6 feet tall. Yeah, 6 feet tall. Yeah, yeah, 6 feet tall in real life. It doesn't seem like this because I'm just sitting on my chair, but I'm 6 feet tall, and he's actually bigger than me. Yeah, 1 meter 90 in European. Okay, it's not the problem right now, but I'm pretty big, and he's bigger than me. He's stronger than me, and when he's looking at me with his eyes, he has the same eyes as Karpov has. It's like, I am going to kill you. Then he's going to you and looking at you. I was very afraid. And the fourth, and actually the first time that we have played together, I was really thinking that he will just kill me if I win the game. But okay, that's the reason why I didn't go to the toilet at all during the game, because I was very afraid. No, it's a joke, but you understand what I mean. He played b6. Okay, so right now I started to think a bit. I was looking at bishop e3, bishop f4, bishop g5, bishop e3. Only a second, then I just realized that it's just losing a pawn. So I started to think, okay, probably just bishop f4 is good, bishop g5. I was also calculating because sometimes in the radio opening, it does work. Why? Because if you're playing h6, there's just this. And after you take there, I'm just taking this, you're taking there, I'm taking this, you're taking this, and I'm just a bishop up. So let's say you don't do it, you're just taking first there. Then I'm just taking there, threading mate. If you're taking on g6, on g5 in order not to get mated, I'm just taking there, this. I'm a bishop up. So, but the problem is that he can just play g6, and even though this line exists, I wasn't sure at all that the position is fine because I'm just a pawn down and I don't have any way to attack more further. So it wasn't a good move. So I already understood, okay, I have to play something else. Probably bishop f4 is good. I did also look on the move c4 in order that after bishop b7 this, if you're playing c5, I have d5. And this is just completely winning for me because, yeah, this is just completely winning. So, but I played bishop f4 and I was like, okay, let's try to win the game. I have to win the 3 last games in order to be the first one on the tournament. He played rook d1. Sorry, I played rook d1 in order to prevent c5 with some e5 or d5 and so on. And my opponent played a5. The idea is to put the bishop on this diagonal, but this is just complete nonsense. Like, I mean, the bishop is good on b7, a5 is just stupid. Probably this was a better move, you know, to play c5 or c5 straight away. What is the engine telling? The engine is yelling c5, but I'm still completely winning. The engine is saying plus 1.9, so it's pretty good. I mean, c5, d5, ed, bishop d6. Yeah, this is the line that I analyze. And if you're doing this, for example, I just have queen b1. I saw this during the game and I was like, okay, I want to play this move. And for example, after this, if you're going there, for example, then I just have knight g5 and you can't prevent me from mating you and this and this. So it is completely winning. But okay, and if this you're going there, for example, I'm just taking, oopsie, taking, oh no, queen c8, sorry. Taking, and this is completely winning. Okay, so my opponent, just have to stop the engine because I don't like when the engine is showing all the arrows around me. I decided to play a pretty cool plan. I played rook d1, a5, and bishop e5. The idea is to trade the knight. Then I will just play e5, blocking his black square bishop and playing on the light square. For example, let's say you play this. This. After you trade, I just want to play 94, and I'm having a pretty good outpost. And this is not the same kind of outpost as the d6 square, but the idea is that the e4 square right now is a transfer square. It does actually mean that I can transfer all my pieces from the e4 square in order to go on the king side of the board, for example. Then the knight will go there, and the e5 and d4 square and d4 pawn are just guarding the e4 square indirectly. This is pretty clean, I would like to say. And on this kind of move, just a3 this, and I don't know if it's losing or not for the black camp, but I just want to resign with the black camp. In every case, rook d1, rook f6. He played knight d7 in order not to letting me trading this. But I just play queen c2, and if he wants to trade, he can. But right now I'm just much more better than he is. Why? Because I have a knight on e5, and I would just play f4, f5, and I'm just controlling the whole chessboard with my knight. So I'm pretty happy. Or sometimes even taking with the pawn was correct. I don't know why. But okay, in every case, in order to have the d4 square. But okay, in every case, he played bishop d6, and here I played another plan that I have already used against him in our first game. And actually, I have used this plan 1,000 times in my chess career. I played the move bishop f4. The idea is that I want to play e5. And if he's taking like he did in the game, I just want to destroy a bit my king side in order to have a very strong center, then putting my rooks on e3, g3 in order to attack. And this is it. He played a5, a4 with the idea of preventing me from playing queen b3. Probably it is a good move. Probably, I think this is a good move. I played rook e3 in order to go there, and then he played a move that surprised me like directly. He played rook a5, sorry. So, small break. What is the idea of rook a5? Okay, what is going on if I play knight g5, for example? Then he would just play h6, this and this. And the rook is there, and the rook is just controlling so much squares, it is not quite easy. What is going on if I go on e5? Probably taking is good, and I was like, I can take with the d pawn because after this move I'm just losing the pawns. Probably it's still winning or something. The engine is saying that I'm losing, so it is not winning. But after fe, let's say, because the idea is to prevent the rook from going there. Then after f6 I was like, oh, my king is wide open. So it is not a good move. So 95, I understood that 95 and 95 wasn't good moves. What is going on if I go back in order to let the rook in? I was like, okay, I know that this is not working because after all this move e5, I'm just controlling everything, I'm just mating him. And after g6, for example, just rook g3 and you don't have so much squares because you're losing the bishop. Okay, so it is good, but he won't play queen h4 because it is just easy to understand that this is losing. I started to look and I understood that the best move, because playing h4 was just complete nonsense. My king is just too wide open and I can't play h5 or h6. So I played actually the best move. I played e5. The idea of e5 is just that I'm not letting the rook coming in. I'm not letting the knight coming in. I'm just opening the queen and I want to play knight g5 in order to win the piece. Here he made a mistake. He played queen a8, which is actually completely winning if I played knight g5. But I saw another move that is also winning, and I saw the second move tempo, so I just didn't look at knight g5. So actually it is more a psychological blunder than something else. I just saw a move that is good and I wanted to play the good move instead of playing the better move. The winning move is actually knight g5. I am threatening mate. You have to play g6 because if you have this, then this is still mate. And after g6, for example, or f5, this is the same. I can just take there, this, and this, and you can prevent me from taking on h7. If you're playing h5, I can just take, and you can take because this is still mate. So I'm just a pawn up, and the king is completely open. Actually, I'm already threatening this and mate. So I didn't saw this. I saw something else. I saw that after this trade, for example, I am just better because he can prevent me from playing rook h3, then knight e3, then f5 and crushing him. He can prevent me from this. And here he made a mistake that just accelerated the game. Actually, 91 is also a move. This is the third best move due to the engine, actually, because the first move is just knight g5 and +7. Now it is just +2, so it's not so good. Probably Stockfish is going to say something else, but I'm not using Stockfish for my analysis. He played c5, and this is actually already losing. I saw the winning line till the end, and this is pretty cool. I saw the winning move in probably 10 seconds. In 10 seconds, I saw everything till the end. I saw rook h3, threatening mate, and after g6 or f5, this is the same. h6 is just catastrophic because d5, but after g6 or f5 or h6, I just played d5, like I did in the game. No, sorry. He played f5 in the game. I played d5. This is actually the only move. And after takes, I have to find the move. And I saw this in tempo. 93. If you're playing this, then I'm just going to win the pawn, and you can't stop me from mating you. So you have to defend the a5 pawn. And after knight takes, I saw the move queen e8 and this. And I saw everything till the end. So I won't show you all the analysis because this is just completely winning. There's just nothing to analyze. The king is just too weak. This is how to attack a king. This is a tutorial in order to learn how to attack the king. And this is not a move because knight e7, I'm just winning the piece. So actually the move that is winning after queen e8 is e6. Why? Because if you're taking with the queen, you don't have any square for the queen. After queen f7, you lose a queen. After queen there, I'm just taking, and if you go there, there's a fork, and if you go on d6, there's just this move, and you're losing. And even if you're giving me your knight, I'm just taking this, and you still have no square. If you go there, you're losing the queen. If you go there, you're losing the queen. If you go there, the queen. And if you go there, the queen. And if you go on f7, the queen. So it is just completely winning. I'm just winning the queen. So he cannot take, so he has to play knight f6. And here I saw that e7 is good. If you're taking there, I'm just making a queen. You're taking with the king, this, and this is not a perpetual, and you're not winning the rook back. I'm just winning. So I saw this in 10 seconds. And I saw that after this, you can also play rook f7, but I can just take on f6. Fork, you have to take back, and this. And I saw this till the end in 10 seconds. Everything is correct. And after I play rook d8, I thought that he would play some more moves and resign after this, for example. But this is pretty awesome because my opponent, he just left the room. It was like I played rook d8, he wrote on his paper sheet 1-0, so white won, and he just left the room. He didn't even he didn't signature anything. Like he just noted 1-0 on his sheet and he left the room. And till the end of the room we didn't saw him anymore, and I think he's going to stop chess because he wanted to win some prize money. But actually he could. Leaving the tournament wasn't a good idea because then he in the sixth round, which we have played in the afternoon, and I'm going to tell you a special story about this game in the afternoon. I played against a cheater in the afternoon. But okay, in every case, my opponent could have, David could play one more game in the afternoon. Then because of the cheater that couldn't play anymore, he could actually be the second or the third in the tournament and still win, I don't know, probably 120 euro. 120 euros. So it is pretty cool. So it is pretty cool that he has left the tournament. Like he didn't told me anything. No GGs, no shaking hands, nothing. Just he just left the room. This is so funny. But okay, I hope he's going well. I just hope that I do not have to care at me when I will walk in the night on the subway, because I just feel that he's going to wait of me. He's waiting on me. But okay, pretty cool, pretty nice. I hope you enjoyed the game. I'm pretty happy with this game. I have to tell you, he was pretty good, pretty cool, and I was like, yeah, now it's time to win with the black pieces in the afternoon, and if I can win against the top one seed of the tournament, I will be pretty cool, pretty happy, because my opponent has actually won every game in the tournament. He has won every game. We are playing on the first board. I will play with the black pieces, but my opponent used an engine. So if you don't want to miss the story with the cheater, you can actually subscribe to the channel in order not to miss my future upload. Take care and see you soon.